What's up, guys? On this video, I'm going to go through the syllabus really quick. And so, as you'll see on my screen, I'm in first period AP Bio. If you're in fourth or fifth, obviously it should look about the same. So if I go into the lesson plan, I pulled out that lesson plan. I try to link everything in the lesson plan to help you guys find it, make everything more accessible. So you've already watched the intro video, so now it's time to watch the video of syllabus, basic guide, explanation. So we're going to go click on that. Now obviously you could go in Google Classroom to where the assignments are. You could find it there. I would probably just practice, finding things through the lesson plan. So you have the syllabus acknowledgement form. So after you watch this video, I'm going to go through the syllabus. You can go ahead and click on that acknowledgement form, fill it out, submit it. Something that I need from you, and you will get a daily grade for completing it, for just filling that out. So make sure that you do that. It's really important that you guys view the syllabus. Syllabus is kind of our guide, especially since I will not be there in person to guide you every day in class. Anytime you take an online class, if you go to college one day and you take an online class, the syllabus will be your go-to because the teacher will not be there if it's online. You can email that teacher all you want, but good luck. Anyways, so my contact info, and you can reach me through email. There's a CHS number, and then this is actually a Google number. So feel free to put that into your phone and call me through that. My planning times are second period, third period available after school. I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 to 4. And a quick description of this class is, this is an advanced course and is roughly equivalent to an introductory college level biology course. And I know that because I've been there. And I've had several students come back and say, Mr. Kimman, the things that we talked about in class, we're talking about in my college class, and I already know about them. And so, I think that's very cool that you guys are kind of ahead of the game on that. So in the class, we will expand on many of the topics that you learned in the previous biology course that you took in the 9th or 10th grade, like heredity, ecology, macromolecules, genetics, all that good stuff. This will be a rigorous course with content that may be difficult to grasp, at least at first. So I expect you to stay on top of your assignments and studying that is required due to this remote learning experience that we will all experience together. You'll be required to be more self-motivated, and not only to make sure you complete your work, but you will need to make sure that you're understanding the content by studying the note packets, which we'll look at in just a minute. I'm always, unless under unforeseen circumstances, here for your help. Make sure to stay in contact. So there are no required texts for this book. Your note packets are going to take the place of that. And you'll see, they look like small books. So it'll be a lot to study. You're going to need a 3-ring binder, loose leaf paper, pencil, calculator, for now and for when we come back into school. And then here's your class codes. Obviously, you should have that already, but it's there. There's your daily grades, same for every other class. Daily grades are 10%, like a weekly participation grade, like watching this video. That's where that falls under. Minor grades. So for AP Biology, we do specific types of quizzes called free response quizzes and checkpoint quizzes. You took AP Chem, you'll be familiar with free response quizzes. Writing quiz, you have a scenario and you have to explain or describe or whatever. We'll discuss that more in-depthly at another date. And then a checkpoint quiz will be when you have a certain set of data, like a graph or something, and you'll have to answer that. It's not simply, name the process that splits water using light, photosynthesis. These types of quizzes are going to be a little more in-depth and a lot more challenging than what some of you might be used to. If you've taken AP classes or pre-AP classes before, you've probably seen challenging questions like this before, but don't let it stress you out. Take it one at a time. And whenever we get there, we'll talk more in depthly about it. But here's my SLS events. You're going to have, first period, Monday, 8:13, 9:05. That's your time to meet with me virtually to get help. Fourth period, fifth period, there's your times, but I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday in a Google Meet format, and that'll be the Google Meet is right here. This will be where the link will be. But anyways, moving on back to the syllabus. I'm lost in my bajillions and bajillions of tabs. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Important dates, progress reports, October 7th, December 16th, March, May 10th. Report cards, there's your dates. I'm not going to read them to you. You can see them. Semester exams, and then your AP biology exam will be May 14th on a Friday. Hopefully that'll be an in-person test. Hopefully we'll be back in school before then, but that is fingers crossed, and I do say hopefully we will be back by then. And so you can click on this and see the remote classroom rules and expectations. All right, just to take a quick gander at them. Be prepared. Computer is charged. Set up in a quiet place. If we're in an SLS event, sometimes it can't be helped that there's background noise. I definitely have been in plenty of meetings where my little kids are running around in the house screaming like they decided to do this while I'm in a Google Meet. I get it. But, be on time for whatever, and then turn on your camera. Mute your mic. Obviously, if there's 20 people in a Google Meet, if everyone's mic is on, it'll be very distracting and confusing and a very stressful time. So come in with your mic off. You will have that time to turn your mic on, or at least, speak in a chat, in a virtual meeting. Expectations, respect privacy, be an active participant. No other devices. Don't be playing video games while we're doing this. I love video games, but obviously I'm not going to be playing video games at this time. There's a time and place for everything. Be respectful, follow all class rules. All right, so there's all that. Back to the syllabus. Okay, and so Monday through Thursday from 3 to 4:30, there should be a tutor for face-to-face one-on-one help. So that'll be very important. Steps for accessing weekly lessons. You kind of saw that if you watched my Google tutorial video. Just go straight to that weekly lesson plan. Click on week, whatever week it is, go to that lesson plan first. I'm going to try to stick to the lesson plan to make everything easier for you guys. And, in the end, it's a lot of work, but it makes it easier for me. Students are expected to log in and complete their assignments daily, Monday through Friday, to maintain proper engagement in their classes and submit assignments by posted due dates. All assignments will have a minimum of 48-hour due date, and no assignments will be due on Saturdays or Sundays. Some assignments may have due dates which extend beyond 48 hours. Additionally, some assignments may be timed and must be submitted based on the allotted time, like a test. Test may be timed. And in AP biology, that'll be very important. Test will definitely be timed, because when it comes time for the test, time management is very, very important. So that 48-hour due date is there. If you're at home and you're taking care of siblings or whatever, you get the situations that a lot of you are dealing with are various. Not everybody's dealing with the same thing. Some people just wake up, go to class, no interruptions whatsoever. But You know, some of you might have siblings, like I said, or like I have kids. You know, imagine taking care of 2 little boys running around the house while I'm trying to do schoolwork or whatever. So that's what that 48-hour due date is due, but also don't let you get behind on your work. All right. Even though we will be operating in a remote setting to begin the school year, there may be times when a student may be absent and not able to complete their assignments by the posted due dates. We will follow the approved Ozark City School handbook guidelines for absences, even in remote setting. All right, so the handbook may be found on the OCS and the student's parents' responsibility to email, on the OCS and CHS websites. If the students cannot complete their work by a specific due date to excuse absence, it will be the student's parents' responsibility to email a valid excuse within the allotted time to the school. All excuses should be emailed to Miss Darlene Helms, CHS attendance clerk at dhelms@ozarkcityschools.net. Students and parents are also encouraged to communicate excused absences to all the students' teachers. Neglecting to submit approved excuses and not completing assignments by due date will result in the student proceeding at 0, just like normal, right? I mean, it's the same as it always has been. Make sure you have an excuse for an absence. You know, and since it's all virtual, email me. But like, hey, Mr. Kimmon, I've got this going on. I cannot submit the assignments. I'm going to try to be flexible with you guys, but I cannot. Yeah, I'm going to try to be flexible with you guys because, like I said, I know that you've got other responsibilities at home, or maybe, I don't know, work. But just keep communication with me through email or through that Google number. All right. The notes for all units that we will cover can be found in the Classroom Resources section in Google Classroom. And actually, if we go to the lesson plan, right here under Explore, obtain the Unit 1 notes. So let's click on that. And this is kind of a big deal. This is where you get all your information from. All right, let's try that again. I fixed it. Click, first period, AP Biology, Units 1 through 8. So in this class, we will cover 8 units, obviously starting with Unit 1. So here you have it, 44 pages. It's a lot, but we're going to take it step by step. So the first step, scientific method, experimental design. I'm going to have a video lecture on that, and I'm actually going to perform a lab, several labs, or two labs in the beginning. And I'm going to ask you to participate in those labs virtually, and I'll explain that in another video. But anyway, here's where all your notes are. So I got there through the lesson plan, but in your class, under classwork, it's under Classroom Resources, right here. Boom, all your notes. Okay? All right, so that's the notes. That is the syllabus. And here is the syllabus agreement form. There's a link here. Click. First period syllabus acknowledgement form. Go through and fill this out to let me know that you filled everything out. And, you know, if there's, please go ahead and fill out your parent email, phone number, and all that kind of stuff, because sometimes for some people that kind of changes throughout since the beginning of your 9th grade year. It may have changed since then.